The first time I saw Jason, he was standing next to my brother's body in the street. The second time I saw him, he was at my brother's funeral, holding my hand and comforting me as I cried. He was so nice, so sweet, even managed to make me laugh. And then afterwards, he drove me home. He was so considerate. Jason had been my brother's best friend since college, which is why it was so strange when he told me he hadn't seen my brother for a while. But when I pressed him, he gave me an address. "You're sure?" I asked. "Positive," he said. "He's probably just there." And my brother was there, in that house, but not alive. My brother had been dead for days. It was strange. Jason knew this place. I could tell. But when the police searched the house, they found nothing. No evidence of a struggle. No sign of forced entry. Nothing. They treated it like a missing persons case, which made no sense. Nobody in their right mind would willingly stay in that house after what happened there. I tried to tell the police Jason had been there, but they didn't believe me. Why would Jason take me to my brother's body if he was a murderer? Then they found more bodies. 3 more sets of remains in that same house, and then they arrested Jason. But before they did, he came to see me one last time. "I'm sorry," he said. "I have to do this." "What?" I asked. "To protect you," he whispered. "They're coming for you, too." Now, I know he was just saying that to explain what he'd done, but ever since he said those words, I hadn't felt safe. Then other people started disappearing. 3 people in 6 months, all of them my friends. I was scared, but everyone else was scared too. Scared of what? I didn't know. I started seeing Jason everywhere. In the shadows, across the street, even in the back of my closet. Then strange things started happening. Lights flickered. Phones rang off the hook. Whispers echoed down the hallway. Was I going crazy? I felt like I was losing my mind. One night I woke up to find my front door wide open. I hadn't locked it, but I never left it unlocked either. I was terrified to go to sleep, so I sat in my living room watching TV. At 3 a.m., the power went out and I heard a noise. Something dragging itself closer to my front door. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911. When the operator answered, I could barely get the words out. "I think someone's outside my house. I think they're trying to break in." "Okay, Mom, stay on the line," she said. But the connection was bad. I could hear her, but she couldn't hear me. I hung up and started yelling for help. Suddenly, a voice inside my house said, "Help what? Help me." I spun around, but there was nobody there. Then I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around again to see the most terrifying sight. My front door standing open in the darkness, with a single word scrawled across it, in what looked like blood. "Run." So I ran. I ran as fast as I could, not daring to look back. I kept running until I reached Jason's house. His lights were on. He was home. Maybe he could help me. Maybe he could protect me. As I pounded on his door, I looked out the window and saw the word "run" scratched into the glass. Then the door opened and Jason stood there staring at me, his eyes wide and blank, his skin as white as a sheet. "You have to leave," he whispered. "They're coming for you." I stepped inside and he shut the door behind me. Suddenly, the house was filled with light and I heard voices. Lots of them, whispering. "Get her. Got her. We got her." Then I woke up on the floor, shivering, my heart pounding, my whole body aching. I had to get out of that house. I had to escape somehow. I ran to the window and threw it open. As I climbed through, I saw the word "escape" written on the wall in what looked like blood. Below me, Jason's car was waiting. I climbed in and he started driving. We drove for hours without speaking. Finally, he stopped and turned to me, his face pale and drawn. "Why are you doing this?" I asked. "Because you remind me of her," he said, his voice low and dangerous. "Who?" I asked, confused. Sarah, he said. Your sister. She used to play games just like this. Hide and seek, tag, Red Rover. And then it hit me. All the disappearances, all the deaths. It wasn't random. Jason had chosen each victim carefully because they reminded him of his sister. And now he was taking me to my death. When I realized this, I screamed, but Jason just kept driving. And that's when I knew I had to do something drastic. So I opened the car door and jumped out. And as I ran away from Jason's car, I turned and yelled, "I win."